Jessica, these two teams have playoff aspirations this season, but they don't just want to make the postseason. They feel capable of making a deep run. Both teams hoping to make it back-to-back playoff appearances this year. Raymond Central coming out victorious in this game last year, leading them to a 9 seed in the Class C2 playoffs, where they eventually lost in the second round to eventual state champion Norfolk Catholic. I'll show you how important this game is in terms of postseason play. These are the wildcard point standings. You can see, despite having the same 3-1 record, Lincoln Lutheran would be a 4 seed, while Raymond Central is all the way down at 17, just because of their strength of schedule so far. So a win head-to-head tonight would catapult either team moving forward. The Warriors will have their band behind them as well tonight, a young small group showing promising signs this season. They are excited for their homecoming show this week.
And we didn't sound this good earlier in the year, and so we've had a lot of improvement as the season has gone on.
We don't have many people at the school, and we don't have many people in the band, but you know, it's just a fun time. I'm with a lot of people that I like being around, and our director's awesome, so he makes it super fun.
Marching band families especially are very excited to watch us just like grow, because same with last year, we started like down here and we ended up here. So it's really fun to see every game how much we get better.
You can check out the Lincoln Lutheran Band during pregame and halftime performances throughout tonight's game. And coming up later this morning here in just under 45 minutes, the Warriors are going to be joining me live in studio. I'll be asking 2 of their players about this big-time matchup. They'll also hear their thoughts on the homecoming atmosphere tonight at Aldridge Field. That interview is coming your way this morning at 6:45. And don't worry, we are keeping track of all the games here tonight. It's a busy slate in the capital city. All these teams next to me are hosting matchups: East, Lincoln High, Northwest, and Northeast. And how about the Rockets so far this year? Undefeated at 4-0 after that big victory over North Platte in our game of the week last week. Of course, you can see all the highlights during our Sports Zone at 10 o'clock. We're also looking to see the best of the best from all of you. Just grab your phone and use the QR code to download the Now Local News app. We'd love to see what the atmosphere is like at your game, and your video may be featured right here on Channel 8 as well. Breaking now, former Husker Matt Fersel has died. That's according to 1620 The Zone in Omaha, where he was a frequent guest and co-host for the sports radio station. Fersel was a member of 2 Nebraska national championship teams in 1994 and 95. He also appeared in more than 30 games for the Huskers. 1620 The Zone shared a post in part saying, quote, "His passion for sports, his honesty, and his humor connected him with his customers and Zone listeners in a way that few ever could. We will let you know about funeral services when that information becomes available." Developing now, murder suspect Gavin Thompson will be extradited out of Nebraska. A judge giving authorities directions to take him to Wisconsin. He's accused of killing 67-year-old Dorinda Siegebrecht in that state in July, and then leading Nebraska authorities on a chase ending in a crash on I-80 west of Lincoln. The victim's body was found in the back of his car. No word yet when he'll be extradited. And right now, TikTok appears to be under U.S. ownership. President Donald Trump signing an executive order approving the sale of the social media app. The order is a step toward completing a deal to sell TikTok's U.S. assets to an association of mostly American investors. The order is an important step toward the final sale, but the process is not complete. The deal will still likely require regulatory approvals from both countries. And with TikTok living on in the U.S. for now, local creators who have greatly benefited from the app are celebrating. Channel 8's Karen LaCresse spoke with one user in Lincoln who built a livelihood on the platform.
Brings you in? Where'd you find out about me?
On TikTok.
Cool. Shout out TikTok.
Lincoln barber Khalifa Muhammad does more than just haircuts in his barbershop. He's built a large following on TikTok.
TikTok has helped tremendously when it comes to just the elevation of business here, the influx of clients. Really all around.
With close to 47,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh man, what we doing to it today, brother?
Posts showing unique cuts, different clients, and lifestyle clips helping attract new customers, with some even coming out of state.
When things really started to take off, I can't tell you, it was virtually every day. Yeah, it came to you from TikTok, found you on TikTok, hearing it from the other barbers, from their clients coming in, and it became an everyday thing.
The app's future looked uncertain with a possible ban, but that's changing. And Muhammad says TikTok has helped his business and other barbers in his shop.
When the TikTok ban first started to come around, I realized it was really funny because things were really starting to take off. So it like blunted my growth for a second. Like, people are really making livelihoods on TikTok.
For Muhammad, the new deal is a continuing chance to connect with Nebraskans beyond the chair.
The fact that somebody drove that distance just to sit in my chair, just to get a haircut and have a conversation with me, and then come back again from that same distance and do it twice over. It's a beautiful thing. It's very humbling.
Right now, local creators like Muhammad are feeling grateful and ready to keep sharing their stories, one video at a time.
Yeah, the power of TikTok.
Reporting from Lincoln, Karen LaCresse, Channel 8 News.
Breaking now, a new massive tariff on imported drugs will take effect starting next month. President Donald Trump announcing a brand name or patented drugs will be subject to a 100% tariff. This will not apply to drug makers who are building and manufacturing plants in the United States. The president did not mention levying tariffs on generic pharmaceutical imports. These are set to go into effect October 1st. Still to come here on Channel 8, our Friday morning pep rally taking flight, how Raymond Central cheerleaders are preparing for this week's game and why they feel they play such a critical role. Plus, University of Nebraska Medical Center revealing its latest cutting-edge technology, why they say it could change the way learning is done.
Quite warm for quite a while around here. This weekend looking that way and throughout next week as we start the month of October. Still no rain to be found either in the full forecast coming up.
Tailgate season is here. Get ready for the fun at Husker GMC. We have the best prices on Sierra trucks, perfect for every adventure. Right now, buy a new Sierra 1500 Elevation and save over $9,000 off MSRP. There's a reason why so many customers choose Husker GMC. Shop and save on Sierra 1500, 2500, and 3500 at your GMC truck headquarters. Shop now at huskergmc.com or visit our showroom in Lincoln. We are professional grade.
Experience over 50 attractions and live shows at Vala's Pumpkin Patch and Apple Orchard. And make magical memories with your friends and family this fall.
It's the best of all fall festival. If you love food, love fun, love fall, you'll love Vala's Pumpkin Patch best of all.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Sandhills Global Event Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, swim spas, and saunas in the region at up to 50% off. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. Visit hottubexpo.com.
From sunny skies to severe storms, our Storm Alert team is always on watch, tracking the changes so you're prepared for whatever comes next. Your forecast, your safety, our priority. Channel 8, bringing you Nebraska now.
Find a provider who knows your blood pressure, your cholesterol levels, and your favorite vacation spot. With CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match, you can find a doctor who knows you as well as you do. Because getting healthier starts by getting personal. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com and get matched with the right provider for you.
My energy bill's out of control.
Not mine. Champion Windows had a buy two, get two free offer, and I jumped on it.
Wait, if I buy two, I get two free?
Yes, just call Champion Windows already.
Buy two, get two free won't last. Call 888-4CHAMPION today.
Now's the time for a great deal on the new Honda. It's time for a different kind of power. Plus, get incredible long-term value with the next generation of vehicles from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $319 per month lease on a 2026 Civic Sport Hybrid Sedan.
Welcome back, everyone. We are getting you ready for our game of the week. Raymond Central taking on Lincoln Lutheran. And you are looking live this morning where all the action will be taking place tonight. This is Aldrich Field, typically the home of Pius X Thunderbolts. But tonight, you'll play host to this matchup with two Class C2 contenders. The Raymond Central cheerleaders getting you ready to go for this matchup as well. They let us get a glimpse of practice this week before their trip to Lincoln tonight. And this squad says they know the importance of what they do and how they are able to keep the fans' spirits up, even at some lowest points. And that will be critical for a big game like tonight's.
It's just like an overall positive experience. We bring like the positivity, and if it's kind of down, we bring it back up.
People always like get down during halftime if we're losing, and then it's kind of a long period to be down for, so we always just come out and hype people up, get everybody positive again. It's a really good experience for everybody.
We usually try and get the people in the bleachers to stand up cheering really loud to get ready for the Mustangs to come out after halftime to get pumped up and like, yeah, let's do it.
You'll be able to see the Raymond Central cheerleaders in action on the sideline of tonight's game of the week. And coming up later this morning, the head coach of the Raymond Central Mustangs will be joining me live in studio. We're going to be asking him about his team's hot start to this year so far and what it's going to take to get a tough win on the road. That interview coming up at around 6:30 this morning, so in about 15 minutes here. And we are following several other games here tonight. So we've got a pair of big ones in Class B. Pius X hitting the road to take on undefeated Norris. The Titans are currently tied for second in the wild card standings. Meanwhile, a tall task tonight for Lincoln Standing Bear. They travel to #1 Waverly. Make sure you're watching the Sports Zone tonight at 10 for highlights of both of these big-time matchups. And if you happen to record a highlight reel play on your phone, make sure you submit it to our Now Local News app. You could win gift cards and have the video featured during our newscast. Just use the QR code on your screen to download the app before heading out to tonight's game. Happening today, the University of Nebraska Medical Center is hosting a statewide stroke conference. UNMC will be redefining distance learning and the way students and instructors interact with the latest cutting-edge technology. Students from across 4 separate campuses will be able to interact in real time using holoboxes and virtual reality headsets, as well as interactive eye walls. This conference will show how holographic, interactive, and VR technology can break distance barriers and allow for real-time collaboration not before seen. This will be officially introduced later today.
Your Storm Alert Team Forecast with meteorologist Jessica Blum.
The summer season for us in eastern Nebraska had been a wet one, running above average for precipitation. And now lately, with some more rain seen in western and southwestern Nebraska, seeing some steady improvements to the drought conditions. So I wanted to show you the 1 week difference from last week compared to this week. You'll see a lot of the abnormally dry conditions in southwest Nebraska have been improving, and then even the severe drought that you saw in portions of the Panhandle has improved. So now just moderate drought out in western Nebraska, and a little patch up here north of O'Neill. And really, we've seen some rain lately, but we're leaning toward a dry stretch. We knew we had to eventually after so much rain lately. So really through the end of this weekend into early next week, the only rain potential we see from long-range models shows up in western Nebraska through the first part of Tuesday. So a dry pattern setting up for eastern Nebraska. We are likely not to see any rain through the end of the month. May have to wait a few days into October to see any rain chances here in Lincoln. Honda of Lincoln camera right now showing you quiet conditions, a car or two out and about on the south side of town. South 27th and Yankee Hill Road. If you were to step outside, you'd see a lot of stars out there under the clear skies with temperatures falling into the 50s. It's nice to know that after a warm afternoon, we can cool off pretty effectively overnight and get some nice cool temperatures to wake up to. Still around 60 in Omaha, 59 in Nebraska City, some 40s out in central and western Nebraska, but in less locations than what we saw at this time yesterday. Dew points are in the 40s and 50s, so that's pretty comfortable and making for a crisp feeling like it did yesterday. A similar feel really from yesterday into today, and how today looks with winds that are pretty calm across the state, if not maybe up to 10 miles per hour as you saw up in Valentine. No clouds to speak of on satellite here this morning, so a day full of sunshine again, high temperatures above average again in around 86. But I did want to point out we are not nearing records today, tomorrow, Sunday. Today, tomorrow, they're in the middle 90s. On Sunday, our records are in the lower 100s here in Lincoln. Tonight, not as cool, but still in the upper 50s, so still a calm night with mostly clear skies. Stormcast picking up on maybe some patchy areas of fog again, like yesterday morning, near those low-lying areas with temperatures starting out in the middle and upper 50s. And then by this afternoon, we're warming up to the middle 80s for a lot of us. All we're going to see really over the next 24 hours are some high clouds eventually moving in. For the start of those football games, things are looking quiet. High clouds tonight, early tomorrow, with a front moving through that'll only give us a northerly wind shift. No precipitation, and the temperatures only cool a few degrees is all. And then we rebound on Sunday, still warm on Monday for this time of the year. We'll close out September on Tuesday, but then you'll see maybe a chance for rain by the end of next work week.
All right, thank you very much, Jessica. In developing now, Nebraska will soon be part of a federal initiative to help those in need. Governor Jim Pillen says Nebraska is just one of 5 states selected to be part of a temporary assistance for needy families program. Nebraska joins Iowa, Arizona, Ohio, and Virginia to take part in the 6-year-long pilot program. It will have an emphasis on employment and trying to provide an effective path out of poverty and government dependence. Employment service components of the program are listed on your screen, including basic education, internship, and other job-related training. Now to a story only on 8. A local restaurant in the process of coming back stronger after a year of dormancy.
You know, later down the road, we were nowhere ready, but unfortunately, we had to.
Renovations were in the works, but a fire turned those plans upside down. The Old Main Bar and Grill now facing its toughest challenge yet. Here you see the strides they've made years in time. They're not looking to restore former glory. Their plan is on reaching Nebraskans beyond the Crete area. Instead of giving up, the owners are rolling up their sleeves to rebuild this Crete staple. Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva explains.
We had a mess, you know, from all the water, the fire damage, the soot, the smoke.
After the damage last year, Greg Mock and his friend moved business to a nearby country club so that they can keep their staff and customers, but never lost sight of their vision to rebuild and expand on their hopes for the eatery since the beginning.
Well, I grew up here. I still farm full-time, went to Crete, went to Doane. My kids have gone to the community schools as well, and always had a vision for this. And now with my partner and I, we raise beef as well. We've always talked about, you know, wanting to have a steak restaurant and do other things with it for the community.
And that they are. Their beef will be sourced from local farms for that steak restaurant, which will be on the first floor. Mock tells me he has big plans for the original location. The second floor hosting a more casual space for the community with some new additions.
Upstairs will be kind of a sports bar atmosphere, and we will have golf simulators, beer wall / pool tables, and we've created some space so we can rent stuff out.
Mock says there will be something for everyone at any time of the year, and adds they'll keep up the hard work until they're in tip-top shape.
We've put a lot of time into this restaurant, into rebuilding this thing, and in today's world, it seems like things take a little longer than before. And so we were actually hoping to be in this maybe a little sooner, but we also have the philosophy that there's no way we're going to open this until we have this finished 100%.
Danielle Da Silva for Channel 8 News.
Thank you very much, Danielle. New developments in the efforts made to prevent massive wildfires in Nebraska. Both the Nebraska Forest Service and UNL's Institute of Agriculture and Natural Resources put together more than $25 million for the cause. This is for the wildfire mitigation in Rock and Brown counties. You might remember Brown County dealt with a fire that burned more than 7,000 acres of land in April. That county will get around $15 million, while Rock County will get close to $10 million. Still to come, Strum Up the Band, how Lincoln Lutheran is preparing to keep fans and players on their feet for tonight's Game of the Week.
Shifting gears, the #1 new comedy is back.
He has arisen.
With big guests. And a big home improvement reunion.
Hey, buddy.
That guy's a tool.
Shifting Gears, season premiere Wednesday on ABC.
At Fallbrook Assisted Living and Memory Care here in Lincoln, our assisted living and memory care residents enjoy life filled with engagement, purpose, and loving care. Call Fallbrook Assisted Living and Memory Care in Lincoln, an MJ Senior Living community.
In this morning's GMA First Look, runway scares.
Delta 54 Heavy, you've got your right engine on fire. You can come to a stop.
This alarming video showing flames bursting from an engine of a Delta plane moments before takeoff. That flight preparing to depart from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport with 200 passengers on board. The pilot aborting takeoff and returning to the gate. This as the FAA investigates a separate incident where a United regional flight with 53 people on board overshot the runway in Virginia. Air traffic control warning the pilot of low visibility as they come in for landing.
Runway 34 clear to land. Area of heavy to extreme precipitation begins about 4 mile final all the way down to the runway.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on the runway safety precautions that kept passengers safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Stephanie Ramos, ABC News New York.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make players celebrate like winners, or make 2 move like one. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Welcome back, everyone, to our Friday morning pep rally where Raymond Central visits Lincoln Lutheran in our game of the week. The Lincoln Lutheran band, they are ready to go and get fans and players pumped up for this critical clash in Class C2. This is where the Mustangs and Warriors will be battling it tonight in Aldridge Field near 56 and 8th Streets here. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Make sure you're watching our sports team's live coverage as well to count you down to kickoff during our 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock newscasts. And there are more games we will be following tonight, including a special competition in Adams. Freeman's youth flag football team will provide a fun, unique halftime experience as they will play a short game at the break against Johnson County Central tonight. Here's the catch. All kids who wear their jersey for flag football get into tonight's game for free. So that's a bonus for parents. Other games we'll be keeping an eye on here tonight are Crete hosting York, and then a couple of winless teams. Somebody's going to get a win tonight. Beatrice taking on Hastings. New this morning, many people living in Nebraska believing there's no place like home. According to the latest Nebraska snapshot from UNL, taking a look at differences in people born in and outside the Cornhusker State. The report finding more than half who live in Nebraska are from here. Here's a closer look at how the report played out. The numbers were made using a survey sent out to more than 2,000 people. Of those people who responded, 64% of them were born in Nebraska, while 36 were born outside of the state, 2/3 difference. Now, further down in the report, revealing another interesting factor about homegrown Nebraskans, the majority of them currently live on farms or in open country, 73%, while 27% come from outside the states. Jessica, quick check of the forecast.
Yeah, join with me in thinking back to yesterday, all how yesterday went down. Cooler morning, warmer afternoon. That's exactly what you should picture for the forecast today. Here for Friday, it's going to feel much the same. We've cooled off nicely overnight. The sun will be up at 7:19. As you take a live look in Aurora, a little busy with a few people going by. They're at 54 right now. We're at 53 here in Lincoln. Kind of still that cool, almost crisp feeling to the air without too much wind, although the winds today will be out of the south. Here for Friday, they won't be very strong, maybe 5 to 15 miles per hour, but plenty of sunshine to your Friday. There may be a little haze today and over the weekend too to some of that sunshine, but no impacts due to any smoke really at the surface for air quality that we're anticipating. Temperatures topping out around 86 degrees for Friday. We do dip a little bit on Saturday with a cold front coming through, but no precipitation other than a wind shift. We're not expecting much out of that cold front. Still in the 80s tomorrow and the 80s through the end of this week.
All right, thank you very much, Jessica. Still to come here on Channel 8. A missing woman found safe overnight. How police were able to locate and apprehend the man they described as armed and dangerous. Plus, a former Husker football player passing away overnight. How the radio station he worked for is honoring him.
Duto wants to know, what are you driven by?
We're driven by chaos.
Lots of it.
Shop Duto's EV inventory before the tax credit expires this month. Or shop for a new Silverado during Truck Month. Become part of the Duto family today. Online anytime at DutoChevrolet.com.
Are you looking for a beautiful new tree for your home? Try Yankee Hill Landscape. Need new shrubs or perennials for your flower garden beds? Try Yankee Hill Landscape. Our amazing plants are available for installation by our trained professionals, or stop by and pick yours up today. Yankee Hill Landscape, 118th and Yankee Hill Road.
Dealing with roof or siding damage can be a real bear, but Grizzly Contracting has your back. We specialize in high-quality roofing and siding built to withstand even the harshest conditions. Whether you're tackling routine wear or planning a full exterior upgrade, our skilled team delivers strong, great-looking results that last. Every job is completed with care, precision, and pride, backed by years of hands-on experience. Financing available to make it easier. Call today for your free estimate. Grizzly Contracting. Built strong, done right.
At Sono Bello, just one visit, one day. One decision changes everything.
It was instant. I got an amazing flat stomach.
Physically, you can see it. That belly is gone. I feel great. Sono Bello did that for me.
With Sono Bello's advanced micro laser technology, you can permanently remove stubborn fat and sculpt the body you've always wanted, all in just one visit. That's why Sono Bello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist.
It's like literally hitting an easy button.
I see a snatched waist and some curves that look really good.
I went from a 14 to a 4. It was a one-day solution for me.
There's no more frustration, just permanent results.
They gave me a whole new body, and I am loving it.
Sono Bello has over 50,000 5-star reviews and board-certified surgeons. Call now for your personalized consultation. That's over a $250 value. Free. Easy monthly payment options make your best body more affordable than ever. Call Sono Bello today.
The Jonas Brothers are coming to the CHI Health Center Omaha October 6th, and you can be there. Channel 8 is giving away a pair of 100-level tickets each to 5 winners. Log on to klkntv.com and click on Live Contests under the Community tab to enter.
Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 6.
We go right to breaking news this morning. An update on a missing woman and a man described by police as armed and dangerous.
We have found Desiree Beck safe. She has been transported to a local hospital, and Christopher Collins is in custody.
Chief Mashawn Morrow delivering the news overnight. She says 42-year-old Desiree Beck and 36-year-old Christopher Collins were found at a home near 1st and Adams Streets last night. When officers entered, Morrow says they smelled a heavy odor of natural gas. After rescuing Beck and arresting Collins, Morrow says they had to evacuate the home and nearby houses until Lincoln Fire and Rescue could clear the scene. She says it's a testament to the hard work of all assisting agencies.
Today was a true show of the grit and determination of the officers and investigators at the Lincoln Police Department.
The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office and Nebraska State Patrol also assisted in this case. Now, this is a story that all started at this location here, 95th and Eagleton Lane. A reporter showing us on our Now Local News app several investigators still at the home around 10 o'clock last night. We will be asking police about what charges will be filed against Collins during a briefing later this morning. We'll also be checking in on the status of Beck. You can hear those answers today at midday. Now we're getting you ready to go for our game of the week. Raymond Central visiting Lincoln Lutheran tonight.
We're kind of rivals with Lincoln Lutheran a little bit, so it's going to be a fun game to see how we do against them.
A measuring stick game in Class C2 at the halfway point of the season. We're speaking with both teams live in studio this morning, asking about what's at stake.
I think they're going to be able to bring it all, and we're going to be able to win this one.
It's a Warrior homecoming tonight with the Mustangs looking to stampede past Lincoln Lutheran. And you are looking live this morning at the site for tonight's critical clash, Aldrich Field on the campus of Pius X High School, which should be a fantastic game between two Class C2 contenders. Good morning, everyone. Good to be back with you on a football Friday morning rally. Andrew Ward alongside meteorologist Jessica Blum here. Hard to believe, Jessica, but this is week 5, so officially the halfway point of the season here tonight.
It is hard to believe, but we're getting a sense of these teams, what they're being known for. Postseason is within sights, and hard to forget, it's homecoming week.
Yes,
so excitement is building for tonight and what will be a warm evening by the time these games are kicking off by 7 o'clock. Your game of the week forecast starts with a kickoff temperature still in the upper 70s. We have a warm afternoon building to the middle and almost upper 80s today, so we'll still be quite warm as these games are kicking off with some sunshine for a little bit, but the sun will set by about 7:17, and throughout these games temperatures will still be in the 70s, so no extra layers needed this week, and we're not worried about any rain being in the area really today or anytime in the near future through the end of this month. So as we talk about what's ahead for this weekend, no Husker football means maybe time for some more weekend fall fun, maybe some weddings too, of course, and then continued warm weather without the chance for rain. I'll break down more of that full forecast to get you ready for your weekend here coming up in a few.
All right, thank you, Jessica. And both teams helping to make it back-to-back playoff appearances this year. Raymond Central coming out victorious in this game a year ago, leading them to a 9 seed in the Class C2 playoffs, where they eventually lost to eventual state champion, Norfolk Catholic in the second round. And let's show you how important this game is in terms of postseason play here. These are the wild card point standings. Now you can see is despite being both 3-1, Lincoln Lutheran in the 4 seed there, Raymond Central down all the way in the 17 area. This is because of their strength of schedule so far. So a win tonight head-to-head could catapult either team moving forward. And my guest here this morning is the head coach for the Raymond Central Mustangs, Tony Kobza, joining us here, waking up early with us here this morning. Tony, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, when you see those wild card standings, does that mean anything to you at this point in the season?
No, we talk about taking every game one game at a time, trying to go 1-0 every week. And we're entering district play now, and that's really the main focus, is just going 1-0 every week in districts.
How tough is the matchup of Lincoln Lutheran?
They create a very different challenge than what we've seen. We've been playing a lot of run-heavy teams the last couple weeks they're really tight to the line of scrimmage. They spread you out a little bit. They still can run the ball really well, but they can throw the ball as well. And so we've got to be able to defend a little bit different level than what we've been doing.
Fun atmosphere tonight. It should be anyway. Homecoming week for Lincoln Lutheran. How do you guys tune out some of those extracurricular activities that maybe be going on in the background there?
Yeah, that's one of the things about high school football is there's so many things outside the football field that are going on. And so our big thing is just trying to block out the distractions and focus on football and playing one play at a time.
How's your team kind of gotten off to this hot start, 3-1 start here?
I think we have 6 really strong seniors that have a lot of playing experience from previous, and they're able to carry us into a level that sets the expectation moving forward to make sure that we continue to play with passion and play with energy every game.
I think we talked to you last year about this point, but being able to sustain success over the course of several years here now, what does that mean for this program, and what could a win tonight maybe do for a program level here?
You know, I think what it does is it really kind of amplifies our youth programs and our middle school programs, where they can start to kind of set the expectation to win as opposed to hope to win. And we've got 41 kids in 7th and 8th grade playing football, which is outstanding. And so I think it's really created some excitement to be able to show that the hard work can pay off.
What do you got, a message for the community of Raymond coming down to Lincoln tonight to watch the game?
Yeah, just be loud, be supportive, and you know, we're going to play as hard as we can. We're going to work as hard as we can, and hopefully we get the opportunity to have a close game at the end to win.
Alrighty, sounds good. Tony Kobza, the head coach for Raymond Central, joining us this morning. Tony, thank you so much for stopping by this morning, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Alrighty, sounds good. And coming up later this morning, the Warriors are going to be joining me live in studio. I'll be asking 2 of their players about this big-time matchup and also hear their thoughts about the homecoming atmosphere. We just talked with Tony there a little bit at Aldrich Field. That interview is coming up at about 6:45, so here in about 10 minutes. And we're also looking to see the best. We're also looking to see the best of the best from all of you. Just grab your phone and use the QR code to download the Now Local News app. We'd love to see what the atmosphere is like at your game, and your video may be featured right here on Channel 8 as well. Breaking now, former Husker football player Matt Verzel has passed away. That's according to 1620 The Zone, where he was a frequent guest and co-host for the sports radio station. Verzel was a member of 2 Nebraska national championship teams in 1994 and 95 and appeared in more than 30 games for the Huskers. 1620 The Zone shared a post and in part saying his passion for sports, his honesty, and his humor connected him with his customers and Zone listeners in the way that few ever could. We will let you know about funeral services when that information becomes available. Developing now, murder suspect Gavin Thompson will be extradited out of Nebraska. A judge giving authorities directions to take him to Wisconsin. He's accused of killing 67-year-old Dorinda Siegebrecht in the state in July, then leading Nebraska authorities on a chase ending in a crash on I-80 west of Lincoln. The victim's body was found in the back of his car. No word yet on when he'll be extradited. Also right now, TikTok appears to be under U.S. ownership. President Donald Trump signing an executive order approving the sale of this social media app. The order is a step toward completing a deal to sell TikTok's U.S. assets to an association of mostly American investors. The order is an important step toward the final sale, but the process is not complete. The deal will still likely require regulatory approvals from both countries. And with TikTok living on in the U.S. for now, local creators who have greatly benefited from the app are celebrating. Channel 8's Karen LaCresse spoke with one user in Lincoln who built a livelihood on the platform.
Brings you in, where'd you find out about me?
On TikTok.
Cool, shout out TikTok.
Lincoln barber Khalifa Muhammad does more than just haircuts in his barbershop. he's built a large following on TikTok.
TikTok has helped tremendously when it comes to just the elevation of business here, the influx of clients, really all around.
With close to 47,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh man, what we doing to it today, brother?
Posts showing unique cuts, different clients, and lifestyle clips helping attract new customers, with some even coming out of state.
When things really started to take off, I can't tell you, it was virtually every day. I came to you from TikTok, found you on TikTok, hearing it from the other barbers, from their clients coming in, and it became an everyday thing.
The app's future looked uncertain with a possible ban, but that's changing. And Muhammad says TikTok has helped his business and other barbers in his shop.
When the TikTok ban first started to come around, I realized it was really funny because things were really starting to take off. So it like blunted my growth for a second. Like, people are really making livelihoods on TikTok.
For Muhammad, the new deal is a continuing chance to connect with Nebraskans beyond the chair.
The fact that somebody drove that distance just to sit in my chair, just to get a haircut and have a conversation with me, and then come back again from that same distance and do it twice over. It's a beautiful thing. It's very humbling.
Right now, local creators like Muhammad are feeling grateful and ready to keep sharing their stories, one video at a time.
Yeah, the power of TikTok.
Reporting from Lincoln, Karen LaCresse, Channel 8 News.
Thank you very much, Karen. Coming up this morning, University of Nebraska Medical Center revealing its latest cutting-edge technology. Why they say it could change the way learning is done.
When the weather's moving in, we're already on it.
So we got about 24 hours before storms start to become possible.
Detailed forecasts right down to your street.
The wind is still really blowing 84th and O Street.
Watching the skies so you don't have to.
Thunderstorms really moving every way in the state.
Here before, during, and after the storm.
This just swath of heavy rainfall.
Local weather from the people who know it best.
Well over 3 inches of rain.
Channel 8, bringing you Nebraska now.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota trucks.
Get 1.75% APR financing for 72 months on the 2025 Tundra. Visit your local Toyota dealer and get a great deal today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Tired of dealing with clogged drains or leaks in your home? Introducing New Flow Nebraska, a game changer in plumbing repairs. Our trenchless pipe lining system is fast and reliable, using existing plumbing access points for an affordable, non-invasive fix. Preserve your property integrity. No dig pipe repair means no more disruptive excavations. Our innovative technology is clean, green, and built to last up to 50 years. Start with our $99 camera inspection to assess your home today.
Being a Lincoln original, we get what others don't. The Scarlet and Cream, snacks for the big game, pepperoni and cream cheese pizza, 2-finger waves, buying corn off the bed of a pickup, riding trails around town with family. We Nebraskans are proud of our local habits. Thank you for making us one of them. Fueling Lincoln for over 60 years.
You stop at You Stop.
You called about your garage door. Guess what?
We're already loading up.
We're Access Garage Doors, now open in Lincoln.
Same-day repairs, 10% off for new customers.
Call Access today. We'll be there before you know it.
Don't stress. Call Access.
Welcome back, everyone. We're getting you ready for our game of the week. Raymond Central taking on Lincoln Lutheran. And you are taking a live look now where all the action will be taking place tonight. This is Aldrich Field, typically the home of the Pius X Thunderbolts. But tonight, it'll play host to this matchup with two Class C2 contenders. And my guests this morning are a pair of players from Lincoln-Lutheran-Warriors, Grant Coleman and Trenton Ernst here joining me this morning. Guys, thank you so much for waking up early with us here today.
Of course, good to be here.
Now, Grant's already way tougher than I am. He's got a cast on his hand here. You play tight end, right? With
yes, sir, I did.
You catch footballs with the cast on?
Yep, give it our best.
Way tougher than I am. All right, Trenton, this is a matchup tonight with Raymond Central. Obviously, this was a good game between you two last year, but what is it going to take to get a win here tonight?
I think it's really going to take our line presence right now. Our group of guys up front are really working together really well this year, and I think it's just going to be a team effort. So I think that's what differs more from last year. We didn't work as a team as well as we are this year.
Absolutely. And Grant, homecoming week this week here, how do you guys kind of block out some of the distractions that kind of come with that?
Yeah, you know, I think homecoming is a big blessing for our school. It's a good time of fellowship for our community, and it's just a blessing to play in front of the crowd and all the alumni that come back. So it's more fun for us. When you look at the field there for a moment ago, does that get you a little excited knowing that the atmosphere that's going to come here tonight? For sure. You gotta love Friday Night Lights, and when the crowd comes out, it's even more fun. Trenton, what's been special about this year so far? 3-1 start. Obviously, you guys won the coveted rivalry game earlier this year with Lincoln Christian. But what's been special about this year so far?
I think it's just all the work that we put in the winter and leading up to the football season. I think it's just all coming together. The group of seniors that we have they're really great. Care about the guys more than themselves, and it's really a team atmosphere.
I know you guys made the playoffs last season, Grant, but 3-6 end of the year probably wasn't what you guys were looking for. So to be able to match last year's win total already, that's got to feel pretty good, and knowing that you guys have a little bit more goals, I'm sure, heading on later this season.
Yeah, for sure. Going into district play, we already have our win total from last year, but last year we're looking to make a statement this year. So.
Awesome. Trenton, you got a message for the student body tonight, or the fans out there that are coming out?
Just come out, be loud, and be proud.
Grant, you got anything for them?
Show up, show out.
Alrighty, sounds good. Big homecoming game tonight between Raymond Central and Lincoln Lutheran. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by today. We appreciate it, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Alrighty, sounds good. Jessica, what's coming up next?
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Jessica Blum.
Yeah, high school is really the local football to look forward to this week because the Huskers have a bye week. So that does open up the calendar for some other things. Big weekend probably for some weddings. Maybe, some people getting married this weekend, or a weekend for some fall fun. Some pumpkin patches will be warm this weekend. Looking at the next few days, highs in the middle and if not upper 80s toward the end of this weekend. We will have a cold front, should call it a cool front tomorrow. That'll knock off a few degrees for Saturday and give us a northerly wind, but no chance for precipitation. Still plenty of sunshine through this weekend. Another thing for some weekend fall fun, the Applejack Festival ongoing in Nebraska City. It'll start out, there you see it, with temperatures in the lower 80s, even down that way. Plenty of sunshine and still quite warm on Sunday, with the humidity creeping up a little bit more toward the end of this weekend, but not bad for this time of the year, even though it is above average for this point in the year, still staying with the 80s for quite a while. These days are going to continue. I know the Bud Crawford parade going on this weekend too, so there's a lot of fun activities to get out and enjoy that will be outdoors. Here for this Friday morning, beautiful pink glow to the eastern sky from our ABC Seamless camera as many are getting underway at North 14th and Cornhusker Highway. It's nice to know, though, after each warm afternoon, we can still cool down to the 50s in the morning. The lower 50s at that, too. Here in Lincoln are feeling pretty good. 53 down in Beatrice and Hebron. Right now, 54 in York, 52 in Columbus is the cooler spot. Still around 60 degrees in Omaha past 6:45 this morning, with dew points in the lower 50s, giving us that cool, again, almost crisp feel for another morning like yesterday. Today has a similar feel, really, to how Thursday felt, with light winds again this morning out of the south to southwest as you look out toward the Tri-Cities, maybe around 5 to 10 miles per hour. There is not much to show you on satellite and radar, and even as we go through Stormcast, the only thing you're seeing Stormcast pick up on is maybe a little patchy fog again in the low-lying areas closer to some bodies of water, but that's about it. Through this afternoon, quiet. I stop at 7 o'clock because that's when the high school games will start tonight. Cloudless skies for the most part, maybe some high clouds moving in toward the Tri-Cities, and for us later tonight and early tomorrow. This comes with, again, that cool front that'll shift winds out of the north around maybe 5 to 15 miles per hour and knock off a few degrees compared to today, when we'll be warming to the middle, if not upper 80s this afternoon, with a south breeze and ample sunshine. High temperatures across the area will be in the middle and upper 80s, again above average by almost 10 degrees, but tonight falling down to the 50s once again, not as cool as the past couple of mornings, but then we'll get another cool night, Saturday night into Sunday, before those morning low temperatures still look quite warm, and we've got no signs of our first fall frost here, even looking into early October.
All righty, sounds good. Thank you, Jessica. And happening today, University of Nebraska Medical Center is hosting a statewide stroke conference. UNMC will be redefining distance learning and the way students and instructors interact with its latest cutting-edge technology. Students from across 4 separate campuses will be able to interact in real time using holoboxes and virtual reality headsets, as well as interactive eyeballs. Now, this conference will show how holographic, interactive, and VR technology can break distance barriers and allowing for real-time collaboration not before seen. This will be officially introduced later today. And developing now, Nebraska will soon be part of a federal initiative to help those in need. Governor Jim Pillen says Nebraska is just one of 5 states selected to be part of the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program. Now, Nebraska joins Iowa, Arizona, Ohio, and Virginia to take part in the 6-year-long pilot program. It will have an emphasis on employment and trying to provide an effective path out of poverty and government dependence. Employment service components of the program are listed on your screen, including basic education, internship, and other job-related training. Right now, a health alert extended for 2 southeast Nebraska lakes for toxic algae. Cub Creek Lake in Jefferson County and Rockford Lake in Gage County remain under alert. People are urged to avoid swallowing the water or letting pets in. Boating and fishing are allowed. Now, meanwhile, Iron Horse Trail Lake in Pawnee County has been cleared. And new developments this morning on the efforts made to prevent wildfires in Nebraska. Both the Nebraska Forest Service and UNL's Institute of Agriculture and Natural Resources put together more than $25 million for the cause. This is the wildfire mitigation in Rock and Brown counties. You might remember Brown County dealt with a fire that burned more than 7,000 acres of land in April. That county will get around $15 million, while Rock County gets close to $10 million. All right, let's start your morning off on the right foot by taking a look at something fun.
Yeah, AI and ChatGPT on the top of everyone's minds this morning. So we're going to ask ChatGPT a question and use an AI-generated avatar to answer it and see if we agree.
This morning, we're taking a look at the top 3 Will Smith movies of all time.
Here are 3 of Will Smith's best movies. Number 1, Men in Black, 1997, a sci-fi comedy classic. Smith shines as Agent J with his sharp humor and effortless chemistry alongside Tommy Lee Jones. Number 2, The Pursuit of Happiness, 2006. In one of his most powerful dramatic roles, Smith delivers an inspiring performance as Chris Gardner, earning an Academy Award nomination. Number 3, Independence Day, 1996. This blockbuster cemented Smith as a global superstar with his charismatic turn as a fighter pilot battling aliens.
And again, for full transparency, that was an avatar with answers generated by ChatGPT. There isn't a Will Smith movie that I'll pass up.
No. I Am Legend, Bad Boys, all fantastic films.
All good.
He's really good. All right, let us know what you think on our Now Local News app today. Well, coming up next, you're a former Husker football player passing away overnight. How the radio station he worked for is honoring him.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. If you're on the road, tune in to 104.9 Max Country at 6:08, 7:08, and 8:08 every weekday for the weather on the 8's forecast. Brought to you by the Channel 8 Storm Alert team.
Do you have cracked or uneven concrete? The experts at Everlevel Concrete Repair can fix those cracks and lift uneven slabs back into place. Turn your dangerous trip hazards into a safe and even surface. Visit everlevelconcrete.com today for a free inspection.
Elevate your space both inside and out. With a fireplace from Fireplace Stone and Patio, cozy up inside during the winter months, warm up the outside in spring and fall. Get the most out of every season with Fireplace Stone and Patio. Inspired living, inside and out.
When life puts you in the driver's seat, it should feel like it was made exactly for you. The BMW X1, X3, and X5. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Shop online at bmwoflincoln.com.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Prepare for the unexpected with Generac home standby generators. Their advanced technology starts within seconds of sensing a power loss. Save over $1,300 on this home standby generator after sale price and 11% rebate. Honeywell home thermostats keep your home's temperature comfortable through every season while saving on your heating and cooling bill. Get this smart thermostat for $79.98 plus 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
For generations, our family has served Lincoln with flavor, pride, and heart. Fast lunches, huge portions, family-made food made with love that fills you up right. Come enjoy the flavors that keep Lincoln happy. Only at Pita and Naan in downtown Lincoln.
At Pemberley Place Senior Living here in Lincoln, compassion is the heart and soul of what we do. Enjoy days filled with activity, good friends, delicious food, and personalized care. Visit PemberleyPlace.com, an MJ Senior Living community.
If you're just joining us, an update on a missing woman and a man described by police as armed and dangerous. Breaking now.
We have found Desiree Beck safe. She has been transported to a local hospital, and Christopher Collins is in custody.
Police Chief Michonne Morrow delivering the news overnight. She says 42-year-old Desiree Beck and 36-year-old Christopher Collins were found at a home near 1st and Adams Streets last night. When officers entered, Morrow says they smelled a heavy odor of natural gas. After rescuing Beck and arresting Collins, Morrow says they had to evacuate the home and nearby houses until Lincoln Fire and Rescue could clear the scene. She says it's a testament to the hard work of all assisting agencies.
Today was a true show of the grit and determination of the officers and investigators at the Lincoln Police Department.
Chester County Sheriff's Office and Nebraska State Patrol also assisted in this case. And this story all started at this location here, 95th and Eagleton Lane. Our reporter showing us on our Now Local News app, several investigators were still at the home around 10 o'clock last night. We'll be asking police about what charges will be filed against Collins during a briefing later this morning. We'll also be checking in on the status of Beck. You can hear those answers today at midday. Also for breaking news this morning, former Husker football player Matt Verzel has passed away. That's according to 1620 The Zone in Omaha, where he was a frequent guest and co-host for the sports radio station. Verzel was a member of 2 Nebraska national championship teams in 1994 and 95 and appeared in more than 30 games for the Huskers. 1620 The Zone shared a post and in part saying his passion for sports, his honesty, and his humor connected him with his customers and Zone listeners in a way that few ever could. We will let you know about funeral services when that information becomes available. And now we're getting you ready for our game of the week. Raymond Central visiting Lincoln Lutheran tonight. These two teams have playoff aspirations this season, but they don't want to just make the postseason. They feel capable of a deep run. Both teams hoping to make it back-to-back playoff appearances this year. Raymond Central coming out victorious in this game a year ago, leading them to a 9 seed in the Class C2 playoffs, where they eventually lost in the second round to Norfolk Catholic. Let's show you how important this game is in terms of the postseason play. These are the wild card point standings. Now you can see that the same 3-1 record, Lincoln Lutheran would be the 4 seed, while Raymond Central is all the way down there at 17, just because of the strength of schedule so far. So a win head-to-head tonight would catapult either team moving forward. Yeah, the Warriors will have their band behind them tonight, a young, small group showing promising signs this season, and they're excited for their homecoming show tonight.
And we didn't sound this good earlier in the year, and so we've had a lot of improvement as the season has gone on.
We don't have many people at the school, and we don't have many people in the band, but you know, it's just a fun time. I'm with a lot of people that I like being around. And our director's awesome, so he makes it super fun.
Marching band families especially are very excited to watch us just like grow, because same with last year, we started like down here and we ended up here. So it's really fun to see every game how much we get better.
You can check out the Lincoln Lutheran Band during pregame and halftime performances throughout tonight's game. All right, Jessica, quick check of the forecast here.
I've really been digging those views of the band playing with the fog in the background. It looks like they're something out of a movie, getting things ready to go for tonight. Now, today, starting out like yesterday, we've had cool temperatures overnight. The sun will be up at 719 here for Friday, with temperatures slipping in the lower 50s here in Lincoln and surrounding areas. A little warmer toward the Missouri River in Omaha, Nebraska City, but low 50s are pretty pretty common in southeast Nebraska, and even some 40s now. Broken Bow, North Platte, Ogallala, and into the Panhandle. So a cooler start to the day today, but we will warm up once again, even a little warmer than yesterday. Middle 80s, I think, will be pretty common in eastern and western Nebraska for this afternoon to end the work week. And then your weekend also looks warm, but we'll still, I think, shave a few degrees off with a passing cool front with some northerly winds tomorrow before we warm up again on Sunday. And this dry stretch will last not only through the end of the month, but into the first few days of October. Maybe a chance for rain by next Friday, but we'll have to keep an eye on that because that's still 7, 8, 9 days away.
Alrighty, sounds good. Thank you very much, Jessica. Thank you all for joining us. GMA is coming up next. Have a great rest of your day.
Trade for the best. A new Honda from $259 a month. The most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Get more for your trade and save thousands on Hondas from $259 a month. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Here at GMA, we've got the hottest guest shark. And this week, Mr. Wonderful took a bite at a GMA.
Mr. Wonderful.
Now, hold on for this shark. What will he reveal about the Shark Tank this morning on GMA? North High's 4-time state wrestling champ Tyson Terry makes Nebraska proud.
My family's a wrestling family, so, I was wrestling since I can remember. I was the first 4-time undefeated state champ. My wrestling career was 169-0. I plan on going to the University of Nebraska to play football.
Before I came to North, I've coached 20 years. I'd never coached a state champion before. Tyson is a once-in-a-lifetime athlete to be around.
Tell us why you're public school proud at publicschoolproudnebraska.org.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Sandhills Global Event Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, swim spas, and saunas in the region at up to 50% off. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. Visit hottubexpo.com.
Hey, neighbor, is your energy bill sky high again, too?
Not since I got a great deal on new Champion windows. I bought 2 and got 2 free.
Buy 2 and get 2 free. Does that mean I can buy 4 and get 4 free?
Sure does.
If I buy 6, do I get 6 free?
Just bought Champion windows already.
If your windows are drafty, ugly, or broken, replace them now with Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale.
The savings are real, even if we're not.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free estimate online today.
Trade for the best. A new Honda with 0% financing. The most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Get more for your trade and save thousands on Hondas with 0% financing. Search your local Honda dealer today.